Alright, it's a beautiful morning, so I decided to go for a little walk around my yard. Wearing a jacket so I don't get ate up by mosquitoes or gnats. Anyway, I'm gonna take a walk around the yard. I'm gonna flip you around here. I thought my cat was following me. Put my hood up. I already got things buzzing my ears. I like to try to stay quiet. Make sure I don't scare any animals that may be close. We do get deer. And we had a fox. I haven't seen or heard the fox in probably a month. Through those trees there is the town cemetery. May think it's creepy, but I don't really think about it like that. I'm just grateful it's there because I don't have a neighbor in my backyard. And here comes my cat. Oh, there he is. Alright. Now you see all these tall weeds. We are giving like 6 foot of our backyard back to nature. Oh. I'm hearing something walking in the oh. You probably can't hear about that, but there's a deer in there. There's a deer snorting at me. I can't see it, but it must have seen me and it was snorting. I heard something walking through the trees over there, but the deer that was snorting was over here. It's probably a doe that has babies. Oh. Oh, shit, there it is. Pardon my language, I just heard it. It's snorting and I'm hearing it running. I just saw it run through there. Deer can get vicious, so if you hear deer snorting, I see it in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. See that little brown dot right there? Oh, where's my finger? Right there. Oh, it just ran. No, it's still there. There's a deer in there, standing there looking at me. But deer can be mean, so you gotta be careful. When they're snorting, that means get away from me. So you just gotta make sure that they don't come after you. Alright, so it turned towards me. I'm gonna back up slowly, make sure it's not gonna think I'm a threat. Oh, did you hear it? Yeah, I bet it's a doe with a baby. Because I did see another deer run that way, and now this one's standing there looking at me, so it might have its babies with it. So we're going to back up. Oh, I was also going to show you guys this tree. So we had some severe storms come through here. Would have been on Tuesday. Today's Friday. But I just read an article on Facebook from the local news channel. There was a total of 8, I believe it was 8 small tornadoes that came through. There were, what was it? They were categorized as F0 to F1 tornadoes because the winds were 80 to like 110 miles an hour. This is the only damage we had, was this one tree here. And that deer's still snorting at me. Okay. Anyway, that tree is twisted. That is the only damage that we have from the storm, but there was some damage to some farm buildings, a pole shed on the edge of the town that my kids live in. And then up closer to maybe about an hour away to the northeast of me, there was some grain bins, a group of like 4 or 5 grain bins that got destroyed in the storm as well. And lots of tree damage. There's not been any reported injuries or a whole lot of structural damage other than the grain bins. I was going to bring my dogs with me, but I'm glad I didn't with that deer back there snorting at me. My one dog, he would be okay. But my other dog, he's half Jack Russell Terrier. And he is just go, go, go all the time. And he probably would have chased that deer. So, this is our sand pile for our grandkids and all their toys here. I think we're going to walk down the lane a little bit as well. Oh, there goes a bunny rabbit. Oh, it's right there on the edge of the grass. See it right there? And then the fox that we had trouble with, not really trouble, but he was coming up into the yards and I don't know if he was trying to attack the cats, but he would come up and like scream at our cats. But I haven't seen or heard from the fox in probably a month. But my neighbors through these trees here, we're friends with them. We think the fox had a den in this batch of trees here because it would go between us and their house, and it would always go into the trees over here. So I think there were a fox den in these trees somewhere. And this here, if you can see, kind of a clearing. That's we haven't done anything with it this year, but that was a path that we made to go to our neighbor's house. But the ticks are so bad that we don't typically walk through there anymore. One trip through there and you would pick like 4, 5, 6 ticks off you. And yeah, so we don't walk through there anymore. Is that a silkworm or a spider? There's something, yep, it's a silkworm. It must be dangling from the tree above me. Oh, you cannot see that in the video. There's a tiny little silkworm dangling down from the tree. Oh, there's another one. That is weird. 2 silkworms dangling down from the trees. Weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, so I am walking down the lane, and when I walk down the lane, I usually try to look for tracks on the road. This road is sand. There's some gravel on it because the people who used to own our house, they had a trucking company and had semis down here, so there is some gravel in it. But most of it is sand, so I like to try to see if I can find animal prints on the road or on the side of the road. Usually don't see any until you get up on the corner here. Okay, I did find some tracks on the road here. I think that is a deer track. That is a big deer, if that is a deer track. As you can see, where, because they have hooves, their hooves would split here. And then there's these two little holes here. I don't know. And then you got this here. And then there's one more up here. But that one you can't really, that one's just a mess. And then there's some more over here. Like a disturbance here. And then there's this. It's kind of the same thing. Like the hooves and then the two holes there. And then a couple more up here. I don't know why they're so dug up like that, other than they were stomping their foot to get flies or something off of them. I don't know if that's deer. That was a big old deer. As you can tell, as a bigger deer, their hooves will split apart wider because they're heavier. And a smaller deer, the hooves won't be as spread apart because they're not as heavy. Yeah, it's the only thing I've seen here so far. I've got a neighbor back in those trees there, trying not to. I'm still trying to be quiet because I don't want to disturb animals. Oh, there's a deer print right there. Right there's a deer print. Oh, and there's another one. And there's another one. Now see, that's probably a smaller deer because those hooves aren't spread out like the other ones were. Uh-oh. This, no, that's a deer print too. The sand is just falling around it. This is a lane that goes out of this lane. This is a private lane. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 houses down here, 3 including mine. So this is a private road. It does not go through. And that is the exit. And over here is my neighbor's house that we go to and are friends with. Okay, I think I've walked far enough. I'm going to turn around and head back home. Got more. We are surrounded by trees, if you can't tell, which I just absolutely love. There are neighbors on the other side of the trees, but we do get a surprising amount of wildlife because of the trees. Now these trees, they do go for quite a ways. They go for several miles, honestly. Especially this tree line here and the one behind my house, they go for quite a few miles to the north. So the animals do travel these woods and trees. But this batch of trees here, it's only a few acres worth of trees because of my neighbor's house. And then the trees behind my house, like I said, they go for a few miles to the north, but when you go to the south of my house, there's only a few acres of trees there because you got the highway that goes into town and a couple of other houses on that end. These were some lily flowers. I don't know if somebody planted those a long time ago. There was just a batch here, but they have spread all the way down here. I did not plant these. Like I said, there was a small batch by that pole, but they are now spread all the way down here. They have spread all on their own. Yeah. There is a couple of paths in these trees. There's one, the entry is right there, and that's where the deer prints were going towards, was that entrance there. And then there's another path here that is a game trail is what they call it, a game trail where the deers go in and out. So yeah, I am on the edge of town, but like I said, we do get lots of animals here. Just a look into those trees. I love it when the undergrowth is all grown up the way it is. It's just so dense. In the wintertime, I can see my neighbor's house through these trees, but I can't see anything through these trees now. We do have some trees that have fallen in the past. They're propped up with that tree, but they've been there for a long time. I don't think they're going anywhere. If they do, they'll fall onto the road here and we'll clean them up. Still looking for prints along on the road here. Now the lane, so this goes up to my driveway and this curves around that goes to my other neighbor's house. So any traffic that drives by is only my neighbor, and it's very seldom. Maybe once a day. They're an older couple, but so yeah. Just walking this way, I'm going to go up the other side of my driveway. I have a circle drive, so I'm just going to walk this way, look for prints. And this is the hill in front of my house. It's got all the pine trees on it. I'm not a huge landscapey person. I know this could look a whole lot prettier, but I mean, the sticks that have fallen I could probably pick up, but I like things just to be the way nature intended. It, I think, just provides better environment and homes for all the local wildlife. Now, there are several sticks here that I could pick up. I just never think to do it. But anyway, these are the trees to the east of my house, and my neighbor's house is through there. Oh, you can hear my neighbor's dog. Alright. Not going to walk a whole lot further this way because that is my neighbor's house down there. I'm going to turn here. And then this is my driveway going up to my house. And I like this area of my yard too. This used to be where the former owners would park their semi. So it's just a flat, kind of like parking area that we don't use. But it is a good path. We do use it when we need to take a vehicle to the backyard for something. We got a little retaining wall for the hill there. I think I'm going to make another quick pass through the backyard. See if that deer is still in here somewhere or not. But as I said, you got to be careful with the deer. They may look cute and innocent, but they will charge you if they feel threatened, especially when they have their young ones. So when they're snorting at you, that's their warning system. Saying you better back up or I'm coming after you. Now granted, it is cool to hear it. But it is a warning, so you gotta make sure you heed their warning so you don't get injured, charged. Sorry, I keep tilting the camera down, but the moles have just had a heyday with our yard back here, so still kind of trying to watch where I'm walking too. I love the sound of all the birds. I'm not hearing or seeing anything. They must have saw me move on, so they kept going as well. What I was going to tell you guys about this fallen tree over here. I was distracted by the deer earlier. But this fallen tree over here, it's a mulberry tree. Mulberries are obviously a berry that grows on trees. It is just full of these berries. So, and that may be why the deer was over here. I am leaving it here to see if the deer will come eat these berries, give them a food source, possibly squirrels and rabbits as well. So I'm not going to take that down just yet. I am going to leave that there for any of the wildlife that eats those berries. Alright. Not hearing anything in the trees anymore. Nothing walking around, just birds. So, alright guys, well thank you for coming along on my walk with me this morning. It was nice, beautiful morning. I did have to put my jacket on to keep the gnats and mosquitoes off of me, but they didn't buzz my face a whole lot, so that's good. But yeah, a little excitement with the deer in the woods snorting at me. But okay guys, thank you so much for coming along with me. I'll see you next time.